We're not only saying go green, go white, but we're also gonna taste that green too. Welcome back into my kitchen, everybody. We've got another one of Rachelle's recipes for you all today. And this one is perfect for a tailgate. Tomorrow, of course, is that big kickoff game between MSU and University of Michigan. But of course, we're gonna make sure the real game is on the tailgate plate. So are we ready? Grab your apron, let's get started. So first, we're gonna start off making guacamole, and here's a little tip that I learned. You wanna make sure your avocados are exactly ripe, and this is why this recipe took so long. I couldn't figure out if they were ripe yet. But if you take this little top spot here and you pluck it off, if it's fully green, then that means they're ripe and they're ready to go. You don't only have to feel the texture to feel if it's soft. But if you take the top part off and you notice it's brown, might be time to go. First, let's start with the guacamole. Cut open all of your avocados and dump them into a bowl. Chop your onions and jalapenos and add them into the bowl next. Add your spices. Today, we're gonna use salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic. Squeeze some fresh lemon and lime and add your cilantro at the very end. Now, I like my guacamole chunky and not too creamy, so mash at your own risk. In here is your finished guacamole. Now, for the plantain chips, you have to peel your raw plantains, but that can get a little difficult. Keep them in hot water to make it easier to peel. Cut the ends and then slice the plantains at the seams. Grab your cheese grater and rub your plantain up and down, but be careful, it can get dangerous in the kitchen. On the stove, on medium heat, warm up vegetable or canola oil and slowly dump a few plantain chips into the pan. Allow them to sizzle and boil for just a few minutes. And once both sides have a golden color, grab a strainer and let the excess oil drip. Dump the plantain chips on a paper towel to soak up the rest of the oil. And make sure you add your seasonings while it is still warm. Today, we'll use salt, but you can use seasoned salt, garlic, and any other spices of your choice. Okay, so now that we're at our final steps, as always, you have to make sure the presentation looks great. So we put the paper towel here to soak up a lot of that excess oil. Now we'll take it out. And something else I also did for taste was that I added a little bit of garlic here too in the seasonings. You could use cayenne pepper if you like it a little spicy. Feel free to use seasoned salt if you want a little bit more tang in your salt. But just to also kind of kick that presentation up again just a little bit, some of that extra cilantro that we had washed earlier, we're gonna take a little bit and just cut it on top just to make it look a little pretty and tasty too. We'll put some of that here, some of those sprigs. But as always, bon appetit.
All right, Rachelle, we got to try this Spartan spread. I'm going to grab one of your chips and a nice chunk of this guacamole. I love guacamole. Here we go. Oh my goodness. A good combination with that saltiness from the plantain, but the guac, definitely want to put this on your tailgating list. But when we come back, it will be time for some maize craze when we'll give you a recipe for the Michigan fans out there that might be just as sweet as a victory. Stay with us.
Want to know the